Thank you. In this 30 minutes, I try show you how Red Hat Virtualization should be a good point of start switching from a main virtualization platform, for example, in my opinion, VMware, then to other virtualization platform like Red Hat Virtualization. So let's start. I divide this 5 reasons to deploy, automatize, secure, protect, and of course thinking about budget in case of virtualization. At the beginning, deploying. The deploying of Red Hat Virtualization at this moment is very easy. We're using the cockpit engine as a main engine to deploy whole the infrastructure. The level of introduce to the virtualization is very low for this reason, because whole the action according to configure the first node, the pure Linux, you can do it by the web portal. Deploying rest of the infrastructure, for example, Red Hat Virtualization Manager, and connect the other nodes is doing by web portal too. Second, according to which hardware you can use to run the Red Hat Virtualization. Well, we don't have strictly HCL list. We base on this list according to our product Red Hat Linux. If you're thinking about Red Hat Virtualization 4.4, then you need to change. You need to search information about compatibility of your, for example, network card, for example, your SAN card with RHEL 8, RHEL 8.2, in fact. According to this reason, we have, in my opinion, the better support for older hardware. If you have a server which lost compatibility from the VMware point of view, then you check this compatibility with, like I mentioned, RHEL 8. And if this component work correctly, then you need to, you should to try Red Hat Virtualization installation process start. Second, automatize. Well, about this option, tell much more Jacek, than I didn't focus in this reason. Secure. It's a very important part of the Red Hat Virtualization. Why? Because the monoculture of a single virtualization platform could be a little dangerous in the current world. The many of vulnerabilities which we find in hardware, in fact, according to connecting to the virtualization, should allow to attackers to. I'm sorry.
Other Meetup.
Yeah, it's calling.
Yep. Other virtualization engine could help you to be defended for a vulnerability, for example, in the hardware. If some attackers can access to your virtualization platform, the Red Hat Virtualization Platform can defend you for the feature called SVirt, which in fact is as a Linux implementation. Every virtual machine has running in separate security, how to say, container. Then if somebody broke your access to the virtualization platform, the SVirt didn't gives ability to access to other virtual machine. One option again, we have our cloud-based analytic platform, which should help you analyze your environment. This platform called Insight. And we have option to automatically grab information about your hypervisor, and this engine can gives you focused on your current setup. How to say, helpers based on, for example, Ansible to fix some problems in your environment. And the last part is the OpenSCAP mechanism. OpenSCAP mechanism is open source platform to analyze configuration according to the security standards. And Red Hat create some security templates to be sure that your virtualization engines have proper configuration from, for example, security point of view. Protection. This part will be very well covered by Marcin. Then I switch to last part of this, budget. What about budget? You don't need buy any license from Red Hat. Our software based on subscription model, so you have predictable cost of usable your virtualization platform. Second, I already mentioned about support for older hardware. Our HCL list based on RHEL compatibility. One more feature, every possibility functionality you have in one single product. There is no how to say add-ons or others licenses to buy, which you need to buy to access more functionality in your virtualization platform. Now you have full functionality in single subscription. Yes.
Can we say that even we don't need any money because we can start the journey with the Ovid project?
Sure.
To prove the technology behind, and then if we're going, for example, for the production, we can always switch to the Red Hat Virtualization. Can you say the few differences between the community version and the maintained version by the Red Hat?
Of course. The first is quality assurance. Our product is tested, is certified with many hardware vendors. Then you have fully functionality product with the support, with the certification, and with many documentation, very well documentation. And of course, you can grab from Red Hat, for example, training about Red Hat virtualization, how to properly use it in your environment. There is the key differences between community and the supported version of this product. So there is the key reason what I would told about this platform: deploy, automatize, secure, protect, and budget. And now I switch to my short demo. In this demo, I show you how in easy way grab virtual machine from legacy KVM based on libvirt engine. Here is the screen of Red Hat Virtualization. As you see, it's very easy to understand. It's based on our software named pattern line. Every product in Red Hat portfolio have similar, the same looks. In this demo, in this environment, I have the new functionality of Red Hat Virtualization called Manage Block Storage. This functionality connect directly CEF with the Red Hat Virtualization. Automatically, you can create volumes, RBD volumes in CEF and connect directly to your virtual machine. It's very easy to configure because you just need only put some information about your CEF cluster, and after this you have ability to create the volumes directly in the CEF. Okay, let's we switch to this demo. In this demo, like I mentioned, I import virtual machine from libvirt. The engine is already built in Red Hat Virtualization. I click import. As you see on the screen, there is many options. Yes.
Click the height in the low screen. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. As you see, we have many options to import virtual machine. For example, you can directly import this virtual machine from VMware. You can directly import from old Zen engine, for example, from RHEL 5, which can be used in this time. In this demo, I have already set up KVM via libvirt from one of my machines in my laboratory. So the only one prerequisite to import this virtual machine is this virtual machine need to be shut down. You cannot live import a machine which is already running. I have a small machine which is already shut down. This is this machine, convert to RHEL, and that's all. When I click next, I got information where I put the image of virtual machine. Of course, the source image is not taken, so if import was fail or application was fail after the import, you can still run the original machine without any changes. At this moment, I use the default option. As you see, the machine was automatically created in the Red Hat Virtualization. We need wait a few seconds to import the disk of this virtual machine. This is
or just a question.
Of course.
If you have hundreds of the different VMs on a different hypervisor, can we automate this process, or we can do one by one?
Absolutely. In this window, I can check many virtual machines and import many virtual machines at the same time.
Okay, what can go wrong?
What can go wrong
with the migration?
Well, the migration is always a very tricky process because there is not a dump migration. This engine using V2V converter, which is soft to analyze what type of operating system is already installed on virtual machine. For example, if this will be Windows operating system, then converter will how to
convert
say?
to Linux.
No, not in this version.
But that was a good converter.
Yeah, of course.
Windows into Linux.
Of course. But putting the correct drivers for network card and for the storage to be sure that the Windows can running up on other virtualization platform. As you see, the machine is already converted. I can run this machine, but I need to some modification according to my environment. Of course, I need to choose correct operating system. If I want to change some, for example, number of CPU, then this is the good point. We have similar concept based on virtual hardware. In this cluster, because there is a legacy machine without GPT disk, I need to switch to legacy BIOS. Next option will be, for example, resource allocation. Then I want a CPU share as a high because there is a very small environment. I want to put on this SCSI Virtu.io SCSI driver and memory bundling device. For example, I want to put a hardware random generator to this virtual machine, and that's all. One very important question. I put the graphic card to SPICE and VNC protocol. I'll show you why. Okay. Then I want to run. And option that I want to show you.
Zbigniew, can you explain what is the SPICE protocol? Because I don't know if everybody knows. I know it's a kind of, it's a pepper or salt. What kind of a flavor?
The graphic screen in virtual machine will be accessed in two protocols. One is old VNC protocol, but still good, and second is SPICE, which is a protocol created for VDI type of virtual machines. But in fact, there is not a way that Red Hat, improve this virtualization platform. There is the window where you want to choose the using native client, for example, Build Viewer, or the built-in web access console based on HTML version 5. And as you see, this virtual machine was already up and running. So as you see, it's very easy to convert your other virtualization platform, older virtualization platform, to the Red Hat virtualization. It's just single click or few clicks if you want to parameters this new virtual machine after conversion.
We have a few questions.
Thank you, it's working really nice. First one, can we migrate a live machine or the machine must be switched off? This is the first question from the Florin Sudor.
Well, the machine need to be switched off because only is this way we can access to drive of this virtual machine.
Okay, thanks. Next one from Mark.
When will RHV will support NPIV feature?
NPIV?
NPNV.
Storage NPNV. I'm not quite sure there is on the roadmap of this product, but if you put me some email, then I try to find this information.
Yeah, let's put it offline.
Yeah, let's put it offline. So more. So we'll try to answer this question. Leszek just put that we can send this answer after the meetup. Okay. Zbyszek, is with RHV a trial mode like VMware to test 60 days with the old feature for free?
Absolutely. Just contact your Red Hat sellers, then you grab the subscription for RHV for example, 60 days.
Okay, great. So there's not a problem to have this kind of the numbers of the days. Should do? Okay. Zbigniew, anything else from your side? You will come back on an open forum session, but let me know if it's anything that you would like to, or summary, your presentation. Yeah.
I want to show you one feature. What I mentioned, there is an insight. What is the insight? Insight is our cloud infrastructure solution to analyze your operating system, but not only operating system. This tool can analyze some type of application. One of this application is RHV. For example, if in my virtualization engine I have any issue, I have any problems, I have any wrong configuration, this tool will help me to correct these problems. For example, of course, at this moment it's absolutely clear. If I broke something, if I switch some parameters to improper, this tool will help me to fix this problem. For example, based on Ansible automatically generated playbooks. Of course, this tool helped me during some vulnerabilities. As you see, this machine have some vulnerabilities because this machine using old CPU. For example, if we look at this very detailed information, there is some problems in the graphic card on this server, and so on. Every of this problem was very well described, so you can, put some remediation for this problem in very easy way. And there is a end of my live demo. Thank you.
So congrats from the local team. It's obvious. Thank you, Zbigniew. Team, right now we have a 3 minutes break, but do not, you need to first of all turn it on even a little bit louder your speakers, because we will put the first song from our local band called Ultra Mafina. This is a Marcin and Leszek band. Leszek just wave on a chat that you are with us. Leszek is from the marketing team. He's also making some guitars. And hope you enjoyed this first song. I'm guessing they sing in Polish, so it's a good also a time to see how crazy our language is. So Ultra Mafina, see you in 3 minutes. Cheers.
Come